Welcome to Cars, Numbers and You. My name is Franz, and this reading is for all water signs, and water signs will be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is for the reading for the 9/29, which is a portal day, and this reading obviously is for the next 30 days, starting in a full moon, closing the next full moon. And this energy is for the air signs. I know that I've been absent for a little while. As I've mentioned before, my camera was out of commission for several months, and now I am working out in this setup because I really wanted to make these videos again. So here I am giving you the planetary spread from the New Mythic Tarot. The New Mythic Tarot is one of my very liked tarot decks. Because of Greek mythology, and so the Olympus Tarot, which we are going to be using too. So the planetary spread have the 7 classical planets, and we're going to start with the moon, which is the inner emotions. This is followed by Mercury, which is the mind, the intellect, and education. This is followed by Venus, which is the relationships, love, if you will. Let's see what we have for Venus. And this is followed by the Sun, which is your individual goals. We have for water signs, Sun. And after the Sun, we have Mars, which is conflict, challenges for the next 30 days for the water signs. This is followed by Jupiter, which is expansion, growth. See what Jupiter has to say for the water signs. Finalizing with Saturn, which is limitations and restrictions. What we have for the water signs. Limitations and restrictions. Followed by an advice from the Olympus Tarot for the water signs for the next 30 days. Advice, 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 advice. And let's start with the moon. We have the 5 of Wands. I feel that some of you definitely have that situation where we're gonna have this situation where there's a lot of inner conflict, because the 5 of Wands is telling us that at the end we want to pursue things that they might seem as a challenge, and that might have to do with some of you, not with all of you, about trying to get back to an ex. This is fairly common. You need to realize that the conflicts that you have, it's about the feelings of guilt or the feelings that you need to pursue this whatever it takes, but there's a lot of risk about doing that. So at the end of the day, you take the decisions that you feel that are best for you, but at this moment it is quite dangerous to pursue a relationship that already run its course. And if this is not the case, it's definitely some strife, some internal strife that might have to do with things from the past that are inconclusive, and you cannot, make peace with that. So you need to be able to move from that in order for you to have a sense of peace and normalcy in your life. This followed by Mercury, education, the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is telling us about sabotage, and in the sense that you might be working on something for a while, and someone may want to take the merits of something that they did not do. So if you're working with other people in a project, you need to be wary about making sure that everybody gets their credits, and if it's a boss, that they is someone who's not going to say, oh, I did all this job, when in reality the only thing that they did was an approval and they did absolutely anything. That being that they're your superior or not, you need to make sure to expose to the light deceitful actions. Also, this talks about if you're collaborating with a project that is secret, or there is something that might be stolen, you need to again be wary of that. No, because you don't want to be in a position where you find yourself walking up with a single cent. And what I mean is be clean off of all your things, because you fail to recognize that these people were not playing fair, and at the end of the day you need to protect yourself. And this is followed by Venus relationship. We have the Nine of Cups. For those who are in relationships, this is definitely a really good moment, because things are going into the next level. If you are meeting someone new, this is definitely someone who have come into your life to play a vital role. And if you're single, this is telling me that right now, within the next 30 days, you're going to have an opportunity to meet someone who can be potentially a long-term partner. How long this relationship is going to be and what type of relationship, that is up to you, because at the end of the day, the cards are giving you a prospect for the next 30 days, but depending on the actions that you take on day to day, these things might switch. But as of now, if you're single, the conditions are very favorable to meet that person who it's not a player, it's not a person that is only for a little while. No, this is a person who, if you allow yourself the opportunity to get to know them, you can go into a very meaningful relationship with this person. And if you're already in a relationship or getting to know someone, things are only gonna get strength. It's gonna strengthen. For some of you, there might be a possibility of pregnancy, so if you are not taking precautions, it will be a good idea to do so. And in the Sun position, we have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is Phrixus, and Phrixus was able to ride the Golden Fleece and escape a really tough situation, because his stepmother wanted him and his sister dead. So unfortunately, things didn't play out well for the Golden Fleece, because he sacrifices it. But this is about a new opportunity and going for those things that you want. At the same time, is able to be very, very, very clear with where you are heading to. So if you are not 100% ready to take decisions, allow yourself a little bit more time, but once you know, go for it. Don't waste any second. And this is followed by Mars, a conflict, and the King of Cups as a conflict is letting us know that, again, there are emotional waters that are still very painful, because this conflict from here is being reflected all the way here with the King of Cups in the conflict, because you need to understand that at this point, there has to be an emotional maturity, and you need to grow in order for you to be able to let go. If you're holding on to water, what happens is when you trap water and you don't let it roll, it rottens. And then this water become murky, and then aspects of your personality that are not the best are gonna start to come to the surface. You don't want that. So again, this is an advice to take good account of your emotional realm. And Jupiter in expansion, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going well for you, because the Moire are a card of cycles, a cycle ends and then another new cycle begins again. And it's a wheel that is letting you know that the things from the past, let them go, because a new opportunity is going to come. And this new opportunity is definitely an opportunity for you to go into that what you wish. And Saturn, the limitations, we have justice. Be careful with people who might be taking advantage of you. Some of you might have cases in the court, so it's very important that at this point, if it's a situation that requires a lawyer, by all means get a lawyer. It might be a situation of things not being fair. This is the moment for you to implement your own rule, you know, because you know what is fair and you know what is truth, and you're not going to allow anybody to take advantage of you or steal from you or deny you of those things that are truly yours. Okay, so Athena is telling you to be fair and tap into justice, because justice will be served, and whoever is trying to get something from you is not going to be successful. You are going to be successful. And the advice for the next 30 days is the Knave of Wands, and the Knave of Wands is also the Page of Wands. How interesting, again, that two cards came in the same reading with different characters. Obviously, here we have a fawn looking at the sheep. That we see this very clear skies, and this let us know about peace, and is letting us know that the right moment to take your bounty and leave is coming very, very soon. So you need to be at any moment alert to be able to take on the next step, but at the same time understanding that you might not have all of the answers and you might not know everything, but things are favorable for you to a step at a time, little by little, to move into those things that you want. Certainly, I feel that for some of you, this might involve travel, so this might be a good idea, particularly for those of you who have been wanting a change of a scenery, or life has become quite monotonous. This is a good time, because the Knave of Wands tells you about adventure, but it tells you about also being in a place where you can finally rest and you can be at peace, because when you're at peace, you take better decisions and life flows more beautifully. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, leave a comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful next 30 days.